problem where you want to create a queue class implementing it by using two stacks. So as you can see, like queue with the constructor, you have two stacks, and then how can you implement a queue typical behavior with this methods of enqueue and dequeue with using two stacks. So kind of the idea is a stack and a queue. They're similar in the way that they store array values, but just the way that you add them and pop them is different. And essentially they're the opposite of each other of the exiting behavior. And so in order to get a queue to act as a stack, you just flip it, right? More or less. So the idea, like if you wanted, just for example, for queue, you want to enqueue 1, 2, 3. Now if we dequeue this behavior, one would go first, then second, and then the third, right? So how would you kind of implement that in a two stacks? So you just the first, whenever you enqueue something, you just keep on adding it to stack 1. So you would not enqueue, but you would push 1, you would push 2, and push 3. Now, if you wanted to dequeue something, we want to get number 1, right? So what we would do is just switch all these. We would pop all of these. So we would pop 3 to 2, or stack 2. And we would pop 2 to 3, and then pop 1 there. And then once you're done, while the other stack is 0, once you empty it out, then you would pop off 1, which would get you 1, which is essentially enqueuing. And that's kind of how you would do it. So then if you wanted to pop off another one, you would get 2, and that's in the correct order, right? So then pop off the final one. So that's kind of the logic to implement a queue with two stacks, is you just flip and inverse the other stack, because a stack and a queue, they just have opposite or inverse exiting behavior of their elements. So that you just have your typical stack class with a push, pop, and you get a size, and the queue, like you said, you just keep on adding every time you enqueue something. You push it on the queue, and while like you're saying, if if the other stack is 0 or the opposite stack is 0, you just want to keep so you want to do this 3 logic. You want to invert the ordering. So you just you're shifting all the elements, pushing and popping from one stack to the other stack. And once that's all done, you just pop off the element on the second stack that you just emptied into, or the reverse order, and then you return that, which is essentially dequeuing. So, like yeah, so if we enqueue 1, 2, 3, and then we dequeue them, we should, since it's first in, first out, since 1 was in first, second was in second, third was in third, it should print out 1, 2, 3. And lo and behold, it does. But I don't think. Let's try this. Yeah, still works. Cool. Yeah, that's kind of the logic behind doing that.